that's when I met the gods as a young child. As I've grown older, I'm finding out that certain gods have always watched out for me. So these may have been emissaries, was the other thing I wanted to bring up before we moved on. Um, yeah, it just seems like after my dad left and my mom was scared, there was a male energy there to kind of I felt scared, you know. So I'm worried, or not worried, but I think that might have something to do with it. And now that you're talking about the portal, that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jess, the old man that she says, if who was cursed to be there? The old man that I used to see. I wanted to make sure he wasn't
Do you want
hurt
to
or
pull
trapped.
cards on that one?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's pull some cards on that. So, well, that would be kind of one of my questions: is why is that energy there? You know, why is the okay? I can't type.
Hmm. Oh, all the words you never want to hear drag queen or psychic say. Ooh, oh.
You're right.
Oh my God, you got to see. Oh, I'll have to. I'll send you guys the link. Somebody who made whoopie pies, but a lot of creme de la
Yes.
creme references. Okay, so why is the elder energy present? So let's ask. Uh, did he choose to be there? Was he placed there, or was he cursed to be there?
Mm-hmm.
Elder energy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
B, are you still here, dear? Let me look at the chat because
Amy.
I'm gonna say something right now, and I drew two eights. He's real big on astrology. That's why I asked her. I mean, numerology, pardon me, astrology.
Joan's here.
I just feel like this is significant somehow. I've got an eight of cups and eight of swords, and it doesn't seem like the suit is the issue here. It seems like the number eight, the eternity.
Interesting, because as of Thursday, eights have been prevalent in my line of sight.
The
All right,
last
why is
card is an
this?
upside down Knight of Swords. That's the protector. So the eternal protector.
Interesting. Mm.
All right.
Psyche Awakens Tarot. Eight straight card.
Mm-hmm.
I am starring.
Double eights add together 16 will be seven. The chariot. Freaking A.
Wow. Okay. Sounds gonna. Okay, so what I have got, or Ms. D, would you love to go first?
Well, sure. So first of all, three cards, and they were all odd cards: a
No.
5, a 9, and a 7. Isn't that interesting? And so Five of Pentacles, the Hermit, and then the Seven of Wands. So I'm getting that the energy is this person was kind of, yes, banished to be part put there, right? They were always felt to be left out of everything, and they were always left to be the hermit, isolation, right? To be there because this is their job. Their job is to be there and to do this. And then look at this, the Seven of Wands. So they're defending that position. So their job is their energy. Why are they there? Is because their energy is to defend that portal. And yes, they are a hermit. Yes. And yes, they do sometimes feel left out of the community.
The I'm just blown away by all of this. To tell you the truth, it puts everything in a new light. That it was a protector. Um, that you guys are gonna go ooh when we get to the next story.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh,
Hi, Maureen.
did you pull cards or you want me to go?
Oh, I pulled him. Mine, I gave him first. I had the two eights
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right. That's right.
the
Yeah.
knight upside down, the protector. So yeah, you go.
Oh, okay. So in this image, does somebody have their thing up? I'm echoing. Um, in
You.
this image is this person being protected by these two trees here. So that's ancient ancestral protection is how I'm feeling that this is. So definitely he's there for protection for sure. And I'm wondering if he was there all along, but with all the chaotic energy, nobody was able to visually see him through all that cloudiness. But definitely, these two trees are just standing deep, rooted, strong, and they're not backing down for anybody. They are protecting this person. And again, the two trees, the portal energy for me is two trees, and I got this magician card too. So again, that's just the elder himself standing strong on that mountain, pulling in all the universal energies um, for protection. He's got this guiding star here. So he's like, you're like, did you ever see orbs, Bobby?
Yeah, but like I say, it was just a natural part of life. I didn't think anything of it.
Right, right. So he was like one of the orbs, is how I feel. He was one of the orbs that you were seeing. And the last card I got was this beautiful Knight of Pentacles. He wanted to bring in the balance, bring in the beauty. I don't feel like he was forced to be there. He just was.
Okay,
He just
he just
was.
was.
And a chance. And as Ms. D was saying, I think it's an ancestor.
Yeah, with the
So
chariot.
picked up on the, oh my God, my ancestor needs protection right now. I'm going. It's me. It's me. So, oh my God, I am getting tingles everywhere on that
Not
one.
yet. You're not. We're really gonna
Woo-hoo.
tingle in a minute.
Oh my God. I mean, my legs are getting goosebumpled. Uh, so anyway, look who popped in. Oh wait, look who popped in.
What up, Chris? How you doing?
Oh my God, 3 a.m. there. No,
Yeah.
yeah. And Traveling Gypsy popped in. So Psychic Awakens Tarot. Somebody else, I think I starred. Brendan had the Nine of Swords, a reminder that fear is what we let hurt us. The elder is there to remind us to be strong. Way to go, Brendan.
I like it.
Yeah. And then Psychic Wiggins got the strength card on there. Perfect. Okay. So there's another question I want to ask about your little Nosferatu in the gutter
My
guy.
dude. My little gremlin dude.
All right, so I want to know, along with there being a portal, was there, let's say, visitors from the underworld?
Assuming because I cut my deck twice, and both ones I pulled knights. I got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. These are both warriors. Okay, so there may have been something going on, a little battle spot in my general vicinity, which I could totally understand with the violent energies of the house. with my dad being there.
All right. I really should have put, were there beings 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 visiting from the under. Okay. Ooh, I'll use that.
Okay.
I don't know, but do you know that phrase, you make friends with your demons?
Yeah, Bobby, can I share something?
Sure.
So my spirit guides are 100% confirming that. The reason why is, and some people might have heard this on my other videos. When spirit really, really wants to tell me something, they pull on my ear, my left ear, and
Remember.
sometimes they tear off my earrings. And look, my earring just broke and fell off, as you
Oh
see.
my gosh.
Gotcha.
So 100% confirmation on that one. Right?
There you go. Let me give you the
I
other 100.
appreciate the sacrifice of your earring.
Oh my gosh. Let me take it down. Let me start first in case. Ooh, where are we? Okay. I'm going to give the other 100%. Look at that image. This is somebody coming from within the cave system here. Love to be the visitor. Very curious energy. And a little gun shy about it too. A little frightened, but very curious. And maybe in a minute we'll pull on that intention. Was he just curious, or did he have any intentions? I got this card. It is Five of Pentacles, but they're very, very interesting image on this card. Snow. There's a lot of snow on the ground here. So this being from this underworld, I think, was a little sickly
Mm-hmm.
and saw the sunlight and wanted to, maybe he had an intuitive feeling to come to the sunlight. Let me pull one more card here. What about this being? Tell me more about the being. And interesting enough, okay, when you were describing what it kind of looked like,
That's what I noticed.
right?
If it
Okay.
had a little pointy ears, it
Yeah.
would look just
Okay,
like
so
a
I
little
feel like
sucker.
he was a very adventurous, very brave in his right, but yet still scared, hesitant. Isn't that what the Page of Wands are? They're
Uh-huh.
hesitant. So I feel like I almost get this image. He had the ability to shapeshift so as not to scare you. Like when you first recognized him, maybe you weren't supposed to see him like that, or he didn't want you to see. He realized it scared you, and then perhaps shape shifted into a form that was more friendly to you. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. Um, so Ms. D went underground. Hang on, where'd she go? Amy says,
Probably finding a new pair of earrings.
yeah.
Poor baby.
I had a visitation dream from my granddad soon after he passed away. I woke up before he could say anything. Okay. Oh, Amy, we're
Oh,
not doing readings tonight, but that is a wonderful dream to have.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. But
You're
yep.
talking about my spooky house.
Yes, this
That's
is paranormal investigations. And we're investigating some paranormal happenings. Watch out, the earrings come off. Ms. D is ready to fight.
honestly the next tale is a continuation of this. It
Mm-hmm,
doesn't
mm-hmm.
actually take place in this house, though.
Okay, okay.
I was a runaway at 15. I left home. Hey, boo boo. And I stole the car. I stole actually the family car. And
The vampire, what? The vamp car?
The family car.
Oh, family car. The vampire car.
I
Same
took the
difference.
Ford LTD. I took the Ford LTD, a guy I went to school with, and a bunch of weed, and ran away from home. And I drove from California to meet his girlfriend in Arizona. But we get to Arizona, to the city we're supposed to be in, and I say, okay, what was the address again? And he says, I don't know. I say, all right, well, what's her last name? I don't know. I said, we drove all the way to Arizona,
And you don't
and
know where she is or what?
you wanted to just drive around until we found her? And he says, and so we're arguing, and I'm like, okay, I got to think. And, I'm making a few turns. I made just, I think, less than 6 turns. I think 3 or 4 turns. And he screamed out, "Stop! That's her house!" And I thought he was bullshitting me. And he says, "That's your RV. That's it." I was like, "Oh, a lot of people have RVs, but at least now I know what I'm looking for." What? And he says, "No, look at the stickers. Those are her stickers." And I'm like, "This can't possibly be it." It turned out it was her house. We
Oh
had
my
drove
God.
straight to Arizona to her house. What I didn't tell you though is on the freeway on the way through, we saw an old man on the side of the road just looking hot. And Arizona, it, you, we picked him up and we gave him a ride into town. We had no idea how he got out there. He looked like he was just an old suit, you know. Um, so we gave him a ride and he was very grateful. He gave us this checkbook with somebody's name on it, and they said if you call them, they might give you a reward. And we did, but they didn't. Um, but he gave us something to put on the dashboard, like some kind of, I don't remember what it was, one of those don't fly fast, drive faster, and your angels can fly things or something like that. Um,
Oh.
but I honestly think that old man was my first run-in with my Lord Hermes or one of his emissaries. He is the Lord of Travelers and the Shepherd. So if I was one of his charges at that age, he would have sent people to protect me. That's my other question. Could this portal have been something that my Lord had brought through at that point?
Ooh, let's do that then. Can you type that in chat? Are you
I
are you
can't.
able to type?
Yeah, hold on.
Or if you tell me it again. What?
Were these emissaries from Hermes?
Oh, were these? Okay. Were
Hermes
these?
stuff. Yeah, were these emissaries? Jess says, I agree, Bobby. Hermes stuff. We did. Haunted emissary.
Okay, were these emissaries sent by Hermes? Is that the question?
That was my question.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not using.
And when I say that I am dedicated to Hermes, I am dedicated to Hermes, you guys. And since he transitions between realms and dimensions, I'm wondering if my abilities that I have now were recognized at that age and I was being protected.
Psychic Awakens Tarot says Hermes' emissaries were green and gold in her experience.
I can't remember. I think it was gray. Gray or olive, something dark.
Okay.
And I remember that because
Do
I
you
was
have any
thinking, who
questions?
wears a dark suit out in the desert?
My question just appeared. You're right. All right. Were these emissaries sent by Hermes? Were these emissaries sent by Hermes? Okay.
They would wear green and gold if they were trying to be recognized. But this dude actually looked like my Uncle Fred.
Hmm.
Oh.
My traveling gypsy
Hmm.
tarot says yes, they were recognized, Bobby. That's what I'm hearing. See, that's what I'm feeling. And then Heather and um Miss D, weren't you in on everybody pulling King of Wands for me that one night?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hermes is the King of Wands. He is the king because he has that wand. He's the king of magic
Mm-hmm.
and messengers. So
Hmm.
if I was meant to be a messenger,
Mm-hmm.
then they may have been there to protect me.
So go ahead, Ginger.
I was going to say, Misty, what do you have?
I have the Death card, the Three of Wands, and then the Eight of Cups, which when we're looking at the energy of that time and what were these messengers, they definitely were because they're the ones who were helping you to transition into a new life, a new and a new expansion of your who you were, and moving from family and people and things you are comfortable with into a new higher level of self, because we know with this card, with the Eight of Cups, you're not only just leaving something, you're moving to higher ground. And in tarot, mountains are also symbolize a higher consciousness. So this was a transitional part of your life, a really major transition in your life to help you expand from where you were to get to this point in your life now where you've moved on to a higher level of vibration of consciousness. So, yes, these were emissaries and they've had a strong, strong impact in your life. That event was a game changer for you.
It
Was a
really was.
yeah.
There's no way on God's green earth or the Mother's Green Valley that I could have driven to this house directly. There's no way. That's why I think this dude that we picked up was an emissary. I really do, an angel. Um, yeah, there's no way.
All right.
At that point, yes, I realized, oh my God, there is, yeah, this is real.
All right, I'll do my cards and I'll go to chat. So, wow, I got the Justice card. um,
Tarot your way. Was Moses gifted his wand by the emissaries of Hermes? There are some schools of thought that say Moses is equated with Hermes, that the Bible incorporated Hermes. So there's that. Next.
that was one of the comments I starred here. Okay, so yeah, so to bring balance into your life, bring justice into your life. But I think it's for your mother as well, and I'll tell you why because I have another card. Healing, you know,
Hmm.
definitely some we all have a healing team as well that we need to call upon every once in a while. But this one is like definitely a protection from oh wow, hang on. This person is resting, I think, at the mouth of that underground portal. I see that I was
I should
speaking.
also mention to everybody that I do work with Hecate, and she's
Mm,
famous for her
there we go.
cave of incubation.
Right. So that makes sense. I got Knight of Cups, but just an image of the knight. So definitely the emissary is there to protect you, to guide you, leading your horse to water, so to speak, for sure. And then this is why I say also for your mother. Got the Queen of Cups here. So they were also sent for your mother too, to help protect your mother. So that's what I have. So let me go to some things that I starred. I didn't mean that. Oh, wrong one. All right. So Brendan got the Magician and Three of Cups. So that would be a yes for me.
Yeah.
That definitely. And I'm seeing when
Brendan
you
is
put that
very good
there,
at this.
I'm thinking I just had the vision of the three wise men. So, and then Kellogg's, welcome.
Hey, Kellogg's.
Eight of Cups revised is always my warning card. Oh, reversed. Does anyone else have a card that you know is your sign?
Knight of Swords upside down.
Yeah. Oops, I didn't do that. So
That's my slow your tits card.
the Knight of Swords upside down.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys have heard me say it. Slow your tits.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Amy. Okay, so Amy, if you go to my channel and my email address is in this description, might not be in the description, but in about, we would love to investigate. So yeah, email me and let's do that. And then Judith says she babysat at a house across the street from my house. That I previously vowed my house was haunted. I always had willies while babysitting, but one night I heard footsteps coming. Oh, she had another part of that story, and I didn't. I thought she was talking to somebody else. So.
I'm never gonna grow up. Every time somebody says Willies, I want to go.
All right, so let's see. More people coming in. Welcome to Tarotnormal Investigations. We are investigating Bobby's childhood home. So if you have a deck of any kind, and you're welcome to join in and help us.
I just had the Eight of Pentacles fall out of my deck.
You what?
I just had the Eight of Pentacles fall out of my deck.
Oh,
The
Jay.
eights flying around.
Jay says Brendan's very gifted.
Yeah, but is he going to start doing lives with me?
Oh, party. Okay, so Calyx got the tower crumbling, but can be rebuilt. We have the technology. Moon Fox to say hi. First time seeing one of Misty's lives. Wanted to say hello. Okay, so and then Traveling Gypsy got Eight of Wands reversed.
A lot of eights, I'm telling you.
A lot of eights. Let me tell you real quick about my eight started when I was going to the DMV. And on the way, I'm like, okay, team, let's make this an in and out thing. One time I went, I was in and out in 8 minutes. Let's make this another 8-minute in and out. So I get in there, I check in, I look at my phone, and it was 4:04. By the time I left, it was 4:12. It was another 8-minute thing. And then I've been seeing eights ever since.
And they're still here. So, Jess, Bobby, did you get deja vu feelings when events happened growing up? All the time. But like I say, we were gifted as kids. My thing was at that age, I used to have dreams. Horrible, horrible dreams. And I knew they weren't my dreams. Um, I I basically prayed for a long time. stop the nightmares, and I don't have dreams anymore. Not that I could remember. I have impressions sometimes when I wake up, or when I wake up, I'll know something, but I don't remember having the dream.
Huh.
So there's that. I think as time goes by, I'm starting to dream more, maybe.
All right, we got another Hierophant. How many Hierophants have we had tonight?
Wow, this is very spiritual.
Yeah. All right, at this point, do you have a question about this part
Yeah.
of your
Who's
story?
back? No, no, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Honestly, that was the second part I wanted to tie in was
Yeah, let's do
the
this.
trip in the car.
Oh, okay.
Um, because I honestly think that old man and that old man, if they weren't the same old man, because you had said shapeshifter earlier,
Right, right.
um, then they were both sent by the same. It just, I can't describe the feeling. It was so
Mm-hmm.
like family when he got in the car. This little old man, it was like family. And we drove him about 45 minutes and he got out of the car and I never saw him again.
Right.
And since then, I've only met
Yeah.
one man
Mm.
outside of that who has struck me as an emissary.
So, Bobby, it's true but not true. It's true you never saw that particular disguise that he wore again, but that emissary has been in your life constantly and has appeared to you in many different disguises. And always during a very strong milestone where your life actually needed to be redirected.
Can I say something real quick?
No.
It's
When
your channel.
it's her channel, I'm just a guest. Um, Last year, you guys might know that the place I worked at shut down and I suddenly lost my office space like overnight immediately. It altered the course of events for me. Because that happened, I started working towards the tarot website we're launching. I started my own tarot business. I got it licensed. I got this, I got that, I got the other. Dee can tell you, she lives with me and works with me, how hard I've been working. But that wouldn't have happened if I didn't lose that place. Now, we're talking about emissaries, and I told you I only saw one more emissary that I identified, that I felt was an emissary. The day I lost everything, I went into the shop that I work at now, um, and I was just freaking out, and my friends started drifting in one at a time. Okay, they're like, well, I was driving by, and I just felt like I had to stop, and she says, I don't know who was calling me, and I'm sitting at the table going, me, I don't know what's going on. And while I'm sitting there freaking out, trying to reestablish my thoughts, there was a mover in the store, like, because they were changing locations, and he was talking to the owner, and this guy was like a Solo Flex commercial. He was so freaking perfect. I mean, he walked in, and I've been in gay bars my whole life, but I looked and I was like, I
Drool.
and my mouth didn't drop open until he walked by and looked past everybody at the table and smiled at me and walked past and did that over his shoulders. He was walking, and it wasn't a flirty smile, it was mischievous.
Oh,
And like not a bad mischievous, more like,
I was just
yeah,
thinking the other
yeah,
mischievous.
yeah. It was Hermes is the trickster god. Okay, so it
Oh,
was a playful smile. Um,
oh,
I honestly think that was an emissary sent there that day to get me through the trauma and redirect my path.
right. Psyche awareness says hot gym guys are the best. Oh, wait,
Oh, he
okay.
was just playful. I think he
Um,
was there that day. Yeah.
okay, I have some things starred. Okay, so Maureen asked a question for you. about Goddess Diana. Does she mean anything to you?
Diana is or was my mother's patron deity.
Oh.
Um, my until maybe 5 years ago when she moved in with my brother, my mom was a strong pagan, and
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
um,
mm-hmm,
I wish her well on her path, but I as a witch, I can't see turning my back on something I've known my whole life. Was true.
mm-hmm.
But hey, it's up to her. It's between her and the gods. But yes, in order and answer your question, Diana has been a part of my life since I was a child. But I didn't feel I was worthy of working with her or any goddess because back in that day and age, the attitude towards men and magic was a lot different.
Yes, definitely.
Um, it was not seen. I mean, Dianic covens. My mom's, even though my mom was very lesbianish. A lot of strong feminine energy, which
Mm-hmm.
I got, but I was also the unwelcome boy. you know? uh, so I just assumed the goddesses didn't want anything to do with me for a while, and I
Ah.
based that on the reaction I got from them.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in my 20s or 15-ish, I started hearing the whispers from my true goddess. Um, and in my 20s, I finally met her proper. So,
Was it Hecate? Was
yep.
it? Okay. I have worked with Hecate. She's hopefully done something for me. Okay, Jay says thinking about the figure eight is seen as a representation of karmic cycles where actions and their consequences are interconnected across lifetimes.
I have a ancestor who was brutal also. He was a mass killer. Um, did it under the guise of freedom fighter, but he worked for Pancho Villa. This is documented history. I'm not making this a. His name was Rodolfo Fierro, and his name was El Carnicero, the butcher, and that is one of my ancestors. So if we're talking karmic debt that lasts families' bloodlines, then there is that. Do I feel I'm working through family karma sometimes? Yes. Do I feel like I'm working through it all the time? No.
All right, so we just had somebody from
So he's like, it's Hecate, I can tell. Me too.
where'd he go? South Africa. No, South Australia. All right, so there was another question I was going to ask, and now I forgot it. I was going to ask about the energy of the witchery. Did it have anything to do with opening that portal?
No, 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 no. Spirits weren't something my family ran with. It was no,
It didn't
wasn't
run
like
with
that.
the ghosts.
They didn't go that way. Run with ghosts.
That's
No, as a
funny.
matter of fact, the one time at a different location as a youth, I tried playing with spirits. It didn't go well, and one of my older aunts had to fix things. I think what's that movie with Sandra Bullock, the witch one?
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
how
yeah.
the auntie said
Practical
if
magic.
it was
That one.
practical magic. My aunties, well, I was still young enough and didn't know how to fix it, so they took care of things for me. But um, that was after the old man and all that stuff.
Right,
I was
right.
in my teens.
So, did your family do any rituals inside the house?
No,
Oh, okay, good.
no, pardon me, I should have muted. Because my dad lived with us and
Oh,
he
yeah.
was supposedly Catholic. Um,
Now, did you
So
know your mother was
new.
a witch when they met?
Yes.
Married?
Can you believe it? New.
Until, right.
But after a while, yeah. And then when he found out that I was taken after my mom, it didn't go well. Um, but he wasn't real thrilled that he had a special son.
You are special.
You are special. And we're thrilled that you're special. Now, you're Mexican, correct?
I am.
He's
I'm
You're
Mexican on
Hispanic.
both sides.
on
I,
both
I
sides.
on both sides. And my mom's family is Mexican and Comanche, and my dad's family is Mexican and Apache. So I get
Mhm.
it on both sides. I'm
So,
very tied to
yeah.
nature.
I'm really surprised that your father had a challenging time with that because we're Italians and magic is part of our daily living. It's part of our
I know I
folk.
work at a store called Strega.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. You
Yeah.
did. Yes. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So, you know, we
Hmm.
everything we do incorporates spirituality and
Mhm.
magic and
Oh, Kellogg's,
malocchio.
they didn't force me to be Catholic. I was left to my own devices.
No, no, no. But I'm saying that he
So I'm
didn't accept
answering Kellogg's.
I'm sorry.
Um,
Kellogg's had made a comment about forced to be Catholic, which should never be
Oh, no,
forced.
I was saying that about your father's reluctance or acceptance of your mother's ability to be a
Oh God, yeah.
practitioner because
He
it's so normal in both
he's an
of our
odd one.
cultures that
yeah,
someone
but I have to say, some men are clueless, or wish to be. The heterosexual clueless men I'm talking of. Because with my gifts and abilities, after 13 years of marriage, he um, never got it. I mean, I don't know how many times I would hear him say, "How did you know I was thinking that?" And
Mm,
still
Yeah.
didn't question, "How did I know?"
but it's a little different in Latin cultures and Latin Italian cultures.
Right, right.
It's almost assumed every woman is magical, you
Uh,
know?
Right? That's how I was raised. So you get it. You get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, yeah,
Females were divine.
yeah,
Okay? They're the portals of life. So
yeah. I grew
I'm
up.
like,
My mother was always doing. She didn't call it, well, she did. It's magic, you know.
Bulgaria.
She would never say she was a strega, but you know, she always had everything. Like three people don't make a bed because that the youngest one will be cursed, and you always
don't put your purse on the floor.
yes, you put your broomstick upside down at the door so that the bad spirits can't come in because they have to
I
count
still
every.
do that. I can't turn the phone, but mine is hanging right by the door upside down.
Wow.
Yeah, because they would have to count every straw on the broom, and by the time they finished, it was daylight, and they couldn't come into your
Mhm.
house during daylight. So it was normal. It was normal, you know, for
I
us.
get that. I get that.
Hmm. Well, Bobby, did
But
you have any more to your story that you want to investigate? Or do you think
no, I
we
just needed confirmation in one way or another whether this gentleman has been with me my whole life in different
Yes,
forms.
yes, yes.
let's ask that. Let's ask this.
It is. It
Okay.
is. It
Yeah.
is. It, it is.
Elder.
I'm going to sit
Mhm.
this one out so you guys can read for me.
You want me to
But
read you? You want me to
read
read?
me, Mama.
Read you,
But I
baby.
will pull three cards just to
All right.
see if they coincide with anything you guys want.
Okay. So, has this elder been with Bobby all his life? What is this?
Hmm.
Ooh.
Hmm. Now I can't stop thinking about that, Ms. D. Every time I pull a card, I'm like, hmm. Okay, Gypsy says yes. He said yes. Dolores said yes. Everybody seems to agree.
Hmm. So I pulled three tarot cards and an oracle. Which one do you want the message? You want the
Oracle,
tarot
please.
oracle? The oracle card is ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. So basically, your spirit guides, your deities, is just reminding you that it's easy to receive. You just have to allow yourself that permission. Okay.
Who is that on there?
Not this. This is one of the Indian deities. Doesn't have her name, but she's surrounded by beautiful white elephants. People who
Gorgeous.
are better at this than I am, please comment in chat who she is. And then,
Well, I
okay,
was very easy in my 20s.
I've heard you were easy. I did hear that about you, Bobby.
I was. Not even gonna pretend I wasn't.
So,
I was a
yes,
legend. I wasn't just easy. I was a legend.
I believe it. You're so handsome. I could see. Oh, yes, yes, I could see. Oh, you being a stud and everybody wanting you because you are very, very handsome.
Ooh,
Um,
Bobby.
so
I
regarding
was a
this,
stud. Go
you
ahead.
still are. You still are. Regarding this entity being part of your life, yes. Okay. And they showed up, the Queen of Hearts and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is a non caring, non nurturing mother who basically abandons her children at some point. So they were there during that time in your life when you felt like you were no longer being loved and nurtured by someone in your life. You were there. We have the hangman in opposite direction in a reversal. So this is during a time where you totally felt like you were losing perspective on life and you just found it hard to be by yourself. You found it hard to sit still. You always felt like you were just like ready to fall off balance. And they were there during that time. They were there during your darkest hours in your life when everything rock bottom. You hit rock bottom. Whatever you know what that rock bottom was for you. Okay. But it really felt like this was more than a devil card. The tower to me is like the devil card times 20,
Mm.
where whatever in your life is going on, addictions to whatever, or relationships, whatever, jobs, you hit rock bottom and they were there to rescue you and to walk. So were they there? Absolutely. Yes. And they proved it because when you think about these three major events in your life, and you only know, I'm just giving you a
Those are
summation.
the
This
ones I know about. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like Spirit is saying, I'm just going to give you a little bit just so that when you say it, Bobby's going to know what you're talking about and that he knows it's a message from Spirit. But yes, this is when it happened. There are definite key points. I hope it resonates. I hope it makes sense.
It did. What you got, Mama?
Wow, I've got some of the similar. So my first card I got for you was this beautiful High Priestess card. So they have been with you through time, through evolution of time type thing. So not just this lifetime. I feel like um, very much lighting. Here's how I say the Hermit card. They're there to they're lighting your path. So see, the pathway here is lit with candles. So always there guiding you forward. Six of Cups. So for me, yes, that's with, throughout time. The nostalgia's there since you were little, especially when you were little. They were your companion. And I don't know if you remember having the ability to talk to, sometimes we forget that we can see spirits and talk to them. And then after a certain age, here around 3 or 4, we forget how to do that.
I remember talking to myself
You remember
a
talking to
lot,
yourself a lot?
a lot out loud.
Yeah, yeah. And there's something about the garden, I don't know if you went outside a lot, and there was definitely something that, how am I saying?
That was my favorite place. That's where I saw the little thing.
Right. So yeah, so they were definitely, you had like elementals around you when you went out into the garden. And as Miss D was saying, through your hardest times, this being has been with you, protecting you as you rested in the hard times, kind of led you to the safe places
Mm, mm, mm.
throughout time. So you you were drawn to certain places where you felt safe, and that was this person leading you there. And then I asked for a message from the gentleman for you. I'm just getting all kinds of whoosh going on here. um you have the ability all your life to be adaptable, and your transformation into this magical being that you are now, um and it's the dragonfly, sorry. um so um luck is coming for you. Luck is coming for you. We have the Queen of Swords. So it's not just him. I think there's another being that's been with you, and it's a female entity, a mother maternal energy. um I don't know if it's grandmother, great grandmother, someone who the communication with spirit was strong. She had a sharp tongue.
That was my aunt.
Yeah, your aunt. Okay.
She
So,
was the oldest daughter. She read everybody.
oh, that's funny. So, is she passed on?
Oh yeah, she
Okay.
passed on maybe 20 years ago.
Oh, so
And
maybe
well,
she's
maybe
just
not that
saying
long, maybe
hello.
15 years ago. But yeah, she is still in
Mhm.
contact with me. She's one of my guides that I work with,
Oh, okay.
that has agreed to work with me. Some of my family has not agreed to work with me. They will not work with me.
Right.
But some of them will. But I come from a
That's
family
good.
that
Hmm.
is sometimes.
Um, but he wants you to know there's so
I
much
love them.
unconditional love for you, for who you are, who you stand for. You are protected, and there has been a lot of divine intervention throughout your life where he has come in and intervened, protected you, kept you safe from, you know, yourself, your old
Uh,
body.
I want to address what Anna said, that it all resonates for me and I'm freaking out. Yeah, sometimes the readings are for those who are listening and watching on playback. Don't freak out. Just listen. See if these will bring some clarity into your life too.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, Bobby, how you feeling right now?
Thank you. Um, I don't
Oh, I'm
know what
sorry.
these
Brendan
cards.
had a 7 of Cups in the Hermit. So when we were asking about has he been with you all his life, your life, um, and that's what he got. Um,
I can see that this hermit looking back the Seven of Cups many times, many spiritual situations.
Oh, thank you. Psyche says, I feel the chat and hosts are all highly protected and spirits are watching us. And I do, I
Thanks,
don't know if you were
Skippy.
here in the beginning, I do bring in that protection, not only
Mm-hmm.
for us, for my house, but for everyone in chat as well.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
always call in. This is for entertainment purposes only, but I still always call in. Yeah, so look at that. You got a new subscriber.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much.
So, yes,
And
if you haven't subscribed to everybody on this screen, please do so. We do appreciate the love. And any one of you who has a story to tell, we would love to investigate that with you. So, on my channel, in my About page, if you scroll down, you'll see a section where you can email me and we can have a chat. So,
So, if
please
I
do.
am correct with this reading tonight, this tarot normal situation, that I grew up in a house that had a portal
mhm,
with my own personal guardian for my
mhm,
family, my mother, my brother,
mhm,
sister, and I,
mhm,
probably to alleviate her feelings of fear after my dad left.
mhm,
This being has nudged me throughout my life.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
And now I'm in a situation where I can help other people to fulfill
Yes,
their hopes
Mhm.
for me.
Yes.
yes, yes, yes.
Good to know. And Madhu said earlier that was probably Lakshmi.
Mhm.
What?
Maruta's always, she's so great.
Maruta's always right. That's why I said
Mm,
Madhu said.
Maruta's always, she's, oh, see, I just love her energy.
Yeah, she read with me the other night. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, also your connection with the underworld,
Hmm.
and Hecate was the first. Was she your first goddess you connected with?
Mhm,
No, my first goddess was Isis,
Oh,
which, oddly enough, is making a resurgence in my life.
mm,
Everywhere I'm turning, I'm seeing different gods. The
interesting. Because
more
I'm
in
wondering.
Isis, the different gods, and it's the more I'm opening up to spirit as um,
Wondering.
to do my tarot work and deliver messages, that it seems like more and more people are lining up, like in that movie Ghost, where Whoopi Goldberg had all the. That's what it feels like sometimes.
So, Bobby, just real quick, when you were going through the summary of this whole evening, your last was to bring you to a point where you can be there for others. And I pulled an oracle card for you, and the card is True Offering. True Offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love.
Oh,
I love the crows.
So it is just, I just love when universe keeps validating
I do
the
too.
messages.
And Ginger,
hmm.
Hermes is a air god, but he's also a chthonic god. He shepherds people to the underworld as
Interesting
a
that the
psychopomp,
underworld keeps coming up with Hecate and the Hermes and the little
the
being we
portal.
saw. Um, and I'm wondering if this being just also maybe knew you as a healer, and maybe that's why he
Was
wanted
drawn to
to.
it.
Yeah, could be something there. But wow,
Yeah, and he showed up as the death card, Grim Reaper. So yeah.
So, what'd you guys think of my haunted house?
pretty interesting energy there, and but like love to see that it's protective energy and not malevolent because
Psyche
Yes.
um,
says psychopomp. She knows the stories.
It's beautiful energy, and it's
mhm, mhm.
wonderful to see How we're being protected even before we even reach this level of vibration. I mean,
Right.
the universe, our deities, our spirit guides, they're there and they just help us because they know what we were put on this plane for.
I think
And
that if I wasn't raised by witches and magic users and
Mhm.
psychics, I don't think I would have made it through my teen years, my early 20s. I think I would
Hmm.
have been dead. I think that these guys kept me alive. Honestly, I'm the last one of my friends from the 90s still alive. Um,
Mm,
Mhm.
I think I've been kept as safe as possible. Put
Yeah.
it that way.
But I want to say though, it's not necessarily so with your upbringing that I think even without that upbringing, these beings for you would have still been there for you. Um, I get a strong feeling like that because I feel like this isn't the first lifetime they've been with you.
Hey, Tom.
So
mhm.
I I mean,
Yeah,
with
Anna,
your
you are here
upbringing,
for.
you definitely have been more aware and open. But I think
I don't
even
think if I would have been a witch or a young budding psychic that if I was a normie, as I called them, I
A
would have
mogul?
a muggle. If I was a muggle, I would have went creature and ran away and said evil, evil, and brought in a priest and
right.
all that stuff. But because I was raised in a certain environment, I was open to the possibility that it may be
Mhm.
Mhm,
protector, which
mhm.
I always saw the open as a protector.
Yeah, yeah.
I just still don't know why he opened the windows.
He
Why would
wanted sunlight in that house. That house needed that sunlight energy, the vitamin D, for sure.
yeah.
He
Mm,
wanted to lighten your space. So,
yeah.
well, I
And
hope
this our
everyone in
house.
chat enjoyed tonight. And yeah, after the
I
live,
did.
leave comments in all of our channels and uh, let us know what you think. And again, if you have a place that you want to investigate, definitely email me and maybe we'll get another menage a trois going here for investigation.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you so much for allowing me to join you
I
guys. I was
am
so
so happy you
excited.
popped in.
I'm just glad I got to be on top this time.
You can always be on top. It's fine with us.
I know as we get older, we're not losing
Well, it's funny because I
Hey,
did a 2 hour live with Mark, and then I recorded a spread
She
instructional.
recorded her spread.
I opened up my spread.
nasty.
I did. I recorded the spread on holiday for the holidays.
Oh, love
So
that.
it'll be up in the next couple of days. And then I was looking to, I said, I'm all dialed up. Where am I going to go? And then I said, oh, look, Ginger, Bobby are here. Look, I feel like one of those old ladies. I got
Oh,
my
look
little
at
bag. I got my Tupperware. I feel like I'm ready.
Oh,
I
it's
feel like
not.
I'm
Got your
ready.
beads,
I'm
coquettes.
leaving Golden Corral. I just ate at Golden Corral. Now I'm going home.
I got my little bag too, dear.
Dang, my bags are downstairs.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Thank you so much, everybody, for helping me find a little clarity. Because when you're too close to a situation, you don't see it properly.
hmm
So
hmm
it was wonderful to get a little perspective on it and some
that was
input.
awesome. Awesome. So,
Thank
all
you.
right, then. I guess we can close this session
Definitely.
and we thank all of our guides and angels of
I'm just
protection that have
finishing up.
surrounded each one of us. And yes, stay tuned. Is Bobby talking or he's
I was talking to my husband.
okay. Like it's like in and out. So all
Yeah.
right. So I guess what I'm gonna do is say goodbye to everybody. Thank you for joining us. Miss D, thank you for asking to be popped in because
No.
always a
Love it.
pleasure.
Yes.
And Bobby, I hope you enjoyed this as well. And
I did.
if you guys want
Thank
to
you.
hang out a moment, I'm going to end this. Let's see. Oh, this is going to work fine.
Let me see.
So spooky blessing for everybody.